Thanks for coming back to my channel. Let's talk about when your clients get really stuck and they're really frustrated and you've just kind of run out of ideas. You've done everything you know how to do, and this client just keeps looping and looping no matter how much deep work they do or no matter how much coaching they're getting from you. They're just really stuck around something. And what I want you to know is that this is happening because, from my perspective in the work that I do in energy psychology, is that your client has a part of self, which we call parts work in energy psychology and in psychology, that is coming from the inner child and lives in the past, is frozen in the past, and is responding to the present moment as though it's the past. And this is why it doesn't make sense. And this is why no matter what your client does to try to push through this resistance, it doesn't work, and it gets worse, actually. Your client's getting really frustrated because maybe they think the coaching's not working, or they just think there's something wrong with them, and they're pushing against it, and they're getting so frustrated, and the more they do that, the worse it gets. And let me tell you a trick here. This is actually why it's so important to understand that this resistance is coming from a child part. So I want you to just think about for yourself, because I know you guys, and I know that you love helping people, you love helping your clients, but also you love being able to help your clients better when you can help yourself. So I'm going to speak to you now and say, let's just say that you had a child, whether it's your biological child or a child you care about, a relative or something, and this child was really scared and really upset, really confused, and just didn't know what to do, and had just, plopped down in the middle of the grocery store because they did not understand, what was happening, or they were scared, or what, how children just have like unreasonable emotions sometimes. And you have to think about what you would do. I mean, would you scream at the child? Would you try to drag that child across the floor up to the checkout counter? Or would you maybe get down on that child's level and just say, okay, what's going on, and talk to them, and just sort of stay neutral, let them have their fit until it, runs out. Because, eventually it's going to run out, right? And if you just let it run out, then it runs its course, and you get the child and you say, it's okay, you just keep going, right? But we tend to do this to ourselves, and our clients do this, where instead of treating that child like that, we get frustrated. We say, what's wrong with you? Why can't you just get over it? Come on, let's go. And we try this sort of almost like bullying ourselves, or being really hypercritical towards ourselves. And this only makes it worse. So in the work that I do, I try to help my clients understand that this resistance is coming from a place that lives in the body. It's from the past. It doesn't make sense. And until you address it like that, it's going to be there. And until you shift your perspective towards it and your attitude towards it, instead of one of frustration and contempt, one of curiosity, empathy, compassion, and maybe even offering unconditional love and support to that part of self, let's work through this. Let's see, what are you afraid of? Where's this coming from? And working with that child in the past to see that even though the present moment reminds you of that happened back then, it's actually not happening now. So there's a really big process that happens in there. However, the concept is pretty simple. If I've seen this happen for myself and my clients so many times, is that if you can start making this connection with this part of yourself, you can work with it as a child that needs your support, your unconditional love, your acceptance, your validation, then things shift really fast, and things that seemed really challenging before just kind of disappear and evaporate. All of a sudden, you start getting movement, and it's easier to do things like showing up and being visible, setting boundaries with people, not being afraid of success anymore. So it's okay to shine, right? It's okay to shine and to have attention and to receive income and all sorts of things that used to be not safe when the inner child is wounded, is unhealed, is not seen, is not validated. So I'm just telling you this because If you are interested in possibly doing this work for yourself and you'd like to know more about how you can help your clients, I do have a course on reparenting the inner child with EFT, where you can learn for yourself how to do this and also for your clients. If you're already a coach and you're already using EFT, this is definitely for you. So check it out. I'm going to put the link below in the description below this video where you can go learn more about it. And I hope this was helpful to you today. So until we meet again, may be at ease and no joy. Bye.